We're going to create the bone deformer on this arm, and we make sure that we select our rigging tool, and then we select our setup tool. And what you do is you simply click once right here, then you click in the middle right here, this is where the elbow will bend, and then you click right here, which is the end part of the bone deformer. All right, so that has been created. So now what we do, we deselect the white hammer, which is your setup tool, and then we're going to come out of the deformation mode by selecting our transform tool. And now we're using our transform tool to test how it bends. His arm bends like that. And if you grab here, we can use this deformer to raise the arm like that. The arm can also stretch out like that. I think if you okay, so you see what I did a while ago? You see this little circular part right here? If you click this little diamond part and drag it out, you can actually, you know, bend it like that. Because what happens is that when it's small like this, you tend to get a lot more overlapping. You see this little overlap right here? You tend to get a lot of that. So the little diamond part here kind of reduces that overlap. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, when you bend the arm like this, what is happening to the fill right here? You see, don't worry, because you see, if you were to go over to your render view, this is what it will look like. So in the OpenGL view, it will look like this, but don't worry about it, because when it renders, it will be it won't look like that. Just to show you like that. All right, so that is the bone deformer on the arm. So now I'm going to turn on back the hand, and I'm going to turn on back the torso. Now, seeing that we just created the bone deformer on this arm, you notice that it's right here in our network view. Now, when I bend the arm like this, do you see what is happening? It is the hand is not following when I bend the hand like that. We want a situation that when we bend the elbow like this, the hand should also follow with that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, when you look on your deformation toolbar, I've introduced you to the rigging tool and the setup tool. However, you're probably seen all of these other tools and you're wondering what they're used for. Now, you see this here, these are called like like if I click here, right? Well, it's actually this tool. Now, notice that by default, all of these tools are grayed out. However, the moment that you select your drawing module or your group right here, notice that they become available. What this does, it creates what is called a kinematic output. And the situation is this deformer here is controlling the arm right here. And we want for this deformer to also control this hand. So what we observe that is happening is that when we select this peg, everything rotates like that. That's because there's a connection with this peg to this arm peg. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove this connection right here, and we want this peg to run through this deformer to go up to the arm right here, so that when we bend this, the hand follows. But in order for this, if you realize right here, this deformer group only has one output connection. So this tool right here, it enables you to create an additional output onto this group so that we can attach the hand peg to the group, because it wouldn't work. You see, if I was to connect it to this, it wouldn't work properly. So we have to create another output connection here. So see that we're going to select this and we're going to click on this here, create kinematic output, and notice that it creates an additional output connection. So now, seeing that we have an additional output, we have one connection that is connected to the arm right here. So we need to connect this hand to that area right there. And so when we go over to our deformer right here and we bend it, notice that the hand is now following. See that? So we create a kinematic output to connect that. And so what is happening now? Instead of the hand, let me remove that. Instead of the hand bypassing the deformer, initially it was connected to the arm. But what I did was to remove that connection, create an output right here and run the hand through the deformer so that it's now, the deformer is now controlling the arm and the hand, as you can see right here. So I'm going to now do the same thing for the other arm. So you select the arm right here, and for me to accurately see where to place the deformers, once again, I'm going to turn off my torso. So what I did, I selected this and press D, and I'm going to select my hand here and press D. So I turn off the torso and the hand so that I can properly lay down the bone deformer. Click on our rigging tool, click on our setup tool. And remember, with bone deformers, you click 3 times. So we're going to click once right here. Oh, notice that nothing is happening. I have to ensure, let me undo that. I have to ensure that the arm is selected. So now we click right here, create the root. You go to the middle right here. You create the elbow. And then you go to the end right here and you create the end part. And there we have our bone deformer. Once you lay down the structure of the bone deformer, you deselect your setup tool, and you notice that your deformer turns back to green, and then you go over to your transform tool to test it. And now, when we rotate it, we have where this is also bending as well. All right. So we have the bone deformer right there. So let me turn on back the hand. And now we want to turn on back the torso as well. Hold on, give me a moment, please. So I'm going to create a kinematic output on this bone deformer. So we just select the deformation group and click on this icon right here. Remove the connection from the hand peg to the arm peg and hook this hand up to the deformer right here so that when it bends like that. So we have, let me just move this up for organization purposes so that it looks much neat. So there we have the deformer on the arm.